Now that you have the basics of the rounded view set up, it's time to wrap them up by applying some shapes. For the rounded image view stroked, you want to apply an overlay to the image. The overlay should be a circle with a stroke. For the rounded image view filled, you want to apply a background to the image. The background should be a circle that's filled. To do this, you need to set up 3 colors in your asset catalog. You'll need one for the stroke color for rounded image view stroked. You'll need one for the background color for rounded image view filled. This is black in light mode and white in dark mode, which may be counterintuitive. And finally, you'll need one for the foreground color for rounded image view. This is basically the opposite color of the background color. That sounds like a lot, but it's actually only a few lines of code. Give this your best shot and check back here for the solution if you get stuck. All right, so our goal is to style these 2 shapes so that it looks like Luke's design. So if we look at Luke's design, we first need to find a color that is this stroke color right here. And we can see the color here is DOE4FA, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that. That'll be light mode, and dark mode is just going to be plain old white. So we can go back to our asset catalog. Remember how we had colors? Click plus, color set, and we're going to call this button stroke color. Okay, for light mode, I'm going to open up our inspector here, make sure it's on the last tab, change this from floating point to hexadecimal, and paste in the color that defined, and leave this as white as I mentioned. Okay, so we can do our first one now, and I'm going to move over to roundviews.swift. Let me get rid of this so I have more space, and I'm going to turn on the previews with Option Command P. All right, so what we want to do for this first one is apply an overlay. And the overlay is going to be a circle. And the circle is going to be stroked using the stroke border one, so because we want it to fit within the edges properly. And for the color, we're going to use the button stroke color that we just set up. And for line width, we're going to do 2.0. By the way, I noticed a problem here. I'm using rounded image view stroked, and both of these where I actually wanted to use rounded image view filled for the second preview. So let me fix that real quick. All right, so great. So we have this one looking pretty good. So now we have to take care of the other button. So back in our design here, this one's going to be filled instead. And let me see if I can find out what this is actually supposed to look like. Yeah, here we go. This is the way I want it to look like in light mode. So we can see it's filled with 191919, and it looks like it's just plain white in dark mode. So we're going to create another color. So open up Assets, add a new color set, and this time we're going to call it Button Filled Background Color. All right, so for light mode, open this again, set it to hexadecimal. That's when it's going to be, the background color is going to be dark. And now we need another color for the foreground color for the button filled, for the text that appears on top of it. And it's actually going to be the complete opposite of this. So I'm just going to make a new color set and call it button filled text color. And in light mode, remember the background is going to be dark, so it'll be white. But in dark mode, the background's going to be white, so the text needs to be the dark color. So I'll just paste that in. So now we can go to our roundviews.swift, and for this button image view filled, we can type foreground color, and that's going to be the button filled text color. Let me start the previews up again so we can see this as we're typing it. All right, and this time instead of an overlay, we want a background because we want it to go behind, not on top. And it's going to be a circle again, except it's going to be filled with a color. And it's going to be button filled background color. Okay, something hasn't gone right here because we're not seeing the, looks like the background color is correct, but the text doesn't appear to be showing up. Oh, I see. I've accidentally put that here, whereas we want the foreground color to be that there. Okay, so now it looks good. It looks dark in this mode, and it looks light in this mode, so it looks exactly the way we want.